excites you this week? Like, besides Absolute Batman Annual 2025, is there anything that you're really excited for when it comes to comic books this week? I want to know in the comments below. So, I just got done dropping off my daughter at school. You can kind of see it's like basically dark out still. I'm going to go home, eat some breakfast, and then I'll eventually make my way out to the comic shop once again. I'm really excited to hear in the comments below what you guys picked up this week, and I'll show you in a couple of seconds what I pick up. Have fun, guys. Well, Webheads, how did you do? How did you do when it came to picking up your comic books today? I just walked out of Comic Central. Thank you so much for providing the awesome comic books. If you guys are ever in the Central Florida area in the city of Sanford, stop by that shop, my go-to shop when it comes to comic books. Here we go, Mysterious Black Bag. It's a very modest haul this week, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Not a lot of books this week because it's preparing me for next week, which there's going to be a ton of books. So just letting you know now, guys, get ready for a huge comic book week next week. Here we go. There is the stack. For me, that's not a lot, right? Gives me a chance to kind of regroup and get ready for next week. So the first things first is we got the Marvel Free Previews magazine highlighting the newest books that are getting ready to come out from Marvel. Here we get to see that's highlighting the new Iron Man series from Joshua Williamson. If there is a book that I'm excited from Marvel right now, it's going to be that, because Joshua Williamson is writing it. Then we got this Psylocke Ninja book, I guess, that's coming out as well. So you're going to see a lot of new X-Men stuff getting ready to hit store shelves. So we got this Black Panther coming out. So yeah, check it out. You should get it free at your LCS. Then we also got the DC Previews magazine as well, as it continues to highlight DCKO and things like that. So make sure you get that. All right, so the next thing I want to showcase, as you got to see in the thumbnail, is I wound up getting the Rook Exodus deluxe edition. So recently I wound up getting the trade paperback, and then this was coming out, and I'm like, oh, so I sold my trade paperback in my garage sale for like $5, let someone else enjoy the story that never read it before, and I was like, I'm gonna get this deluxe edition, and this thing is great. Obviously it's deluxe. You can see the comparison towards a regular comic book, and it's got bonus material, sketch art, all that different stuff. And if you love Fabick's artwork, this is going to be a masterpiece. So if you're looking for this, check out to see if your shop has it. It's $40 regular price, and it's a hardcover. I don't think that's too bad. All right, now let's get into the regular books this week. That's what's left here. Let's start it off with Ignition Press's Voyeur. This is issue 2. First issue, really good, about this guy who was a security guard, and you find out that he's a thief trying to steal the artwork in this luxury resort. And at the same time, he was kind of like spying on this woman, and this woman was kind of onto him, and this woman definitely is kind of giving this guy an ultimatum, right? So yeah, very interesting first issue. Looking forward how the second issue develops here. So yeah, artwork is pretty. I like the characters. We'll see how it continues here when it comes to this story. All right, and then we have the Rockefellers, issue 10. This story has been developing nicely now as we get to see all the characters that are in play. We wind up learning about the sister in this book, on kind of like how she suffered through her horrific accident as well. But this one looks like it takes a break maybe from all the action, and it dives into Halloween. That's right, Halloween is this Friday, so this is celebrating that, and I just want to wish all you guys a wonderful Halloween as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to this book. So Rockefellers issue 10. I almost dropped it permanently, and then I decided to go with it. So I'm so happy that I decided to put this on my FOC. My shop had it Robo Wolf, this is issue 2. Issue 1 was great. This is just a 80s throwback type of comic book where it reminds you of old days of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Boris the Bear. It even has like the 80s logo in there. Robo Wolf's daughter's been taken. You got the big guns in this book, you know. It's just over the top. Like, look at that. That's what you can expect. That's great comic fun right there. I am super excited to read the second issue. It's been a long time coming, let me tell you. All right, long time coming. It seems like this book took a little bit of a break. This is Feral. This is issue 17. Crazy crap is happening at the pet supermarket or wherever it is that they're at right now. And it looks like, you know, they opened the doors to the pet supermarket and now all the cats with the rabies are coming in there and they're going to be just tearing stuff up. I don't want to showcase anything in here. I mean, you did know that the doors did open in the last issue. So that's the first page of it. So yes, Pet City is being invaded by the infected. Who lives? Who dies? Who survives the massacre? Oh man, I can't wait. This is one of my favorite books. All right, next we have Black Cat. This is issue 3 from Marvel. I like the issue, the series so far. We're gonna see what happens with issue 3 and the developments here. You know, is Black Cat, you know, friend or foe with the villains? You know, are they sitting there going, you know what? Is she gonna be a pain in our butt? Is she not? And then we're going to see how she tackles those bad guys. And I think one of the villains that is featured in this issue is going to be Sandman. So we shall see. I like the book so far. I still think it needs time to breathe, time to grow, to see really what G. Willow Wilson is going to do with the character. I like the art, and we'll see. So Black Cat issue 3. All right. So with that being said, let's give a shout out to the webheads out there.
First shout out of the day goes to Jonathan, who just got this Wolverine issue 24, 9.8. Looking sharp there, my friend, for the low cost of $22.50. That is a steal. And then Kyle, he says, got to meet the GOAT, Todd McFarlane, again this year. This time, he brought his wife along for the ride. 7 hours to get 2 signatures for charity. So worth it. Absolutely, man. That's so awesome. Congratulations there. Love the Spider-Man issue 1 for sure. Then we got Jim, right? He sits there and he says, I think my wife is right. I have a comic book addiction. No way, Jim. You don't have that comic book addiction. No way. There's only like 10 packages there, a few short boxes, some comic books piling up on the side. It's all good. We all love our comics, right? And then we have Danny, who says, you guys want to see something crazy? This has got to be the worst pull ever, right? Ordered 10 from Golden Apple Comics. They looked sealed and legit. I think I'm over the blind bags. I think people have had worse luck when they've actually ordered these books online. I think people have had better success, at least that's my opinion, on when they've gone to actual comic shops themselves. So let me know in the comments below. Am I right or wrong about this one, guys? And then we have Steve, who says, some books I picked up at one-of-a-kind antique mall in Woodstock, Ontario. That is fantastic. Check out these classic like Marvel team up books, man, and Marvel Tale books. Those are amazing. Thanks, Steve. And then we have Josh, which I think this is great, who said, surprised, I randomly found this at a garage sale this morning. No other comic related items, just sitting in a random stack of books. Little rough, but I'll take it. Yeah, you know what? I think it's a rare comic, the Super Mario Bros. One. I could be wrong, but yeah, that definitely is rare. It is rough, but it's cool to have anyway. And if you guys want to get shouted out on future New Comic Book Day hauls, just head on over to Facebook, search for the group called Comic Book Corner 2.0 Webheads Unite. Once you find the group, you must answer the group questions and follow the community guidelines to get accepted, guys. It's a must, a requirement. And then once you do, you will get accepted into this group absolutely for free. It has over 2,800 members in it, and you can discuss anything you want when it comes to comic books within good taste. This is a very nice and friendly group that showcases all of their comic book hauls, showcasing some amazing covers, movie discussion, books that are coming out in the future. And like I said, you'll never know when you could get shouted out on new Comic Book Day hauls.
Continuing on, we got a couple of the Age of Revelation books this week. The first one we have is Undead Pool. This is issue 1. I'll discuss this book on Worthy Ones tomorrow to see what's going on with Wade Wilson, right? How is he affected by this virus? Here is the interior artwork. Whose narration is that? Is that Deadpool's? Because from what I heard, he's supposed to not talk in this book, and that's kind of my problem with Deadpool, is that he talks too much. But if you want to see the way he looks in this issue, it looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie, it looks a little creepy and eerie. Who are all these other random characters? I don't know. We'll just have to read it and find out. So, Undead Pool issue 1. Then we have, which I think this is a stunning cover, we have Cloak or Dagger. This is issue 1, also from Age of Revelation. This sounds also like an interesting book, as the two are married, but they can't be in the same plane of existence, or bad things actually happen here. So I'm very curious to see what this story has in store for the readers. Here is the interior artwork. That's the way Cloak looks in there, right? And then here's some more of that artwork. So yeah, looking forward to it. I don't know if it'll be the best story in the world, but nevertheless, it does sound interesting at least. All right, and then we continue on, and we did get all new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue 3. Homage cover obviously here, and we get to see who this is, right? And if you've read the series in the past, you know exactly what this is, right? It's not very, I don't want to say it's not, I feel like I'm bashing the book, but I do feel like it's a little bit unoriginal, right? Because it's a symbiote, and it's like, okay, can we have a spider book without a symbiote? Like, obvious, it's been very obvious if you've been reading it from the very start, right? But I want to see how Stephanie Phillips does something different here with this particular storyline. So we'll see. Like I said, may not be my favorite book, but I'm definitely giving it a solid try here. But I did have to get this variant because this variant is sick. Look at that zombie variant right there. That is so freaking cool, man. So I had to pick that one up. Not many variants that I picked up this week. You guys should be proud of me. Wound up getting Emma Frost White Queen. This is issue 5, the conclusion to this book. It's been really, really good. Covers have been stunning as well, but the story with Emma Frost in here has been absolutely amazing, as this is a story that does take place in the past, and the Hellfire Club wants her out. They don't want her being the White Queen anymore. Who's the traitor in the group? I don't know. We're going to have to read it and find out, but I know Emma definitely has something up her sleeve here, because it's Emma Frost, man. She's very cunning, and that's what makes the character so awesome. That's why I enjoy her. So really well done series overall, and it ends in this issue. Okay, the next book we're talking about is Battle World. This is issue 2. First issue was pretty good. I wouldn't say it like wowed me to the point where I was like, oh, this is the next best thing since sliced bread. But it was kind of cool because you just wind up getting to see this world created by Korvac, and we get to see all these different players from different timelines, and we get to see Arcade into the mix here. And here's what you can expect with the artwork in this issue. There seems to be a lot going on just based off of what I'm reading. Or seeing here for the first time, but we'll see what this story has to offer. Arcade's play in all of this, and where does the story go going forward? So there you have it. Battle World, that's issue 2. All right. Then we move on to what looks like some DC stuff here. We got Batman and Robin Year 1. This is the conclusion. This has been a fun series. We've gotten Batman, Robin teaming up. We got, what is it? Is it Dick Grayson? Am I right? Or is it Tim Drake? Now I forgot who it is. And then what happens in this book is you just wind up getting to see Batman and Robin here teaming up to take on like the Clayface gang, and that's how it's going to wrap up here. I've again overall really enjoyed this book. I love the artwork that Sam Nee has brought to the series, and definitely again, you know, if you ever seen these two team up in a earlier version of themselves, I would love to read that again. So, but it makes sense why it ends, because it's year 1 and it's been 12 issues, right? So there you have it. All right, probably one of the most highly anticipated books this week is Absolute Batman Annual 2025 issue 1. Daniel Warren Johnson does a story, then there's another writer that does another story in this book. And so here is your interior art here. Check out Daniel Warren Johnson's artwork, man. I mean, that looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I'm just looking forward to seeing, you know, what is offered here. What is the story that he has to tell, you know, and how does this, I guess, how does the develop this Batman character? Because this is a story that takes place before the current stories. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that there. Absolute Batman Annual. Definitely check that out today, guys. Then I wound up getting the second cover just because I love the Batmobile and I love seeing it in black and white. I think it's pretty sick. And then we have The Beauty. This is issue 1. So this is, I found out, continuing after the last volume. And if you haven't read the last volume, it's okay. You will completely understand because this takes place a couple years after the original one. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. And from what I heard, the artwork is better than the original series, and it does look good. I love seeing that here. Emanuela Lapicino is the artist, and I love the artwork. I love her artwork. I think it's really well done. So yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing what The Beauty has to offer. Obviously, you got optioned for a show. So yeah, and there you guys have it. A very small haul for my standards this week. It's a good chance to recharge my wallet and kind of recharge my brain a little bit to get ready for the up and coming comic book week for next week. So guys, I will see you tomorrow on Worthy Ones. Let me know what you picked up this week in the comment section below or on the Facebook group. There's more content right there for you to click on. And of course, guys, remember, support the local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. Guys, thank you so much for watching and enjoy your new comic book day. Take care, guys. Bye.